I'm Jim Last Son Bennett and welcome to my first ever weekly Geeky Roundup, where I take a lot of the geeky stuff going on in the week and, I tell you about it. Give you my take on it and how I think about it. I'm going to try and do this once a week if I can, but we'll see. The first time I was supposed to do it I forgot, so that was good. Here we are, the second week, and I'm now doing the first one. Anyway. What's been going on this week? Well, first off, we've had... I've got a different backdrop before we start anything. Some of my signed DVDs and whatnot. I figured it's different. It's more casual. Let's sit down, chill, have a chat. Well, let me talk at you, really. Anyway, what's been going down this week? First off, we found out that Princess Leia is no longer going to be called Princess. She's now referred to as General. Is it General Organa or is it General Solo? We don't know that yet. Not too long till we find out, which is going to be exciting. But it's much better. It's much better. She's in she's in a place of authority, so she shouldn't be called Princess anymore. She should be called what she is. So clearly she's going to be a general, which means she's an important woman. That's what we like. Strong, important, independent women. So let's hope she kept Organa. Talking of Force Awakens, I have booked my tickets to see Force Awakens at 5 past midnight on the 17th. A whole day sooner than the US get theirs. I've then also got tickets to see it on the Friday as well. I'm taking my son. This will be the first Star Wars film that I cannot see with my dad because unfortunately he passed away many years ago, and we saw every Star Wars film in the cinema. When I was 5, he took me to see all 3 of them, so the proper 3. New Hope, Empire and Return of the Jedi, one after the other, when I was 5. And apparently I sat there, didn't say a word, just sat there amazed by what was on the screen. So Star Wars is quite a big deal to me, and my dad. So it's a shame I can't take him. But on the flip side of that, this is the first Star Wars film that I can take my son to. So there's that. The circle is now complete. So that's exciting. I'm then going to see it again on the Sunday because it's Star Wars, and I'm gonna have. So it better be good. Do you know what I mean? Because if it sucks, that's going to be a long weekend. So that's Star Wars. Very good. Very pleased about that. Not long now. Just a month to go, and we're there. It's unbelievable. Whoever thought we'd get another Star Wars film after Revenge of the Sith, and what's looking to be an actual good Star Wars film. Very excited about that. What else has been going on this week? Big things in The Flash. Now I watch Flash and Arrow. Big fan. I don't watch them on a UK channel though because I couldn't possibly wait a week for them to be on. So I watch the US version. So if you're watching it on the UK, there might be a few spoilers here. But if you're watching in the US, then you've already seen these. But the big episode this week was all about Zoom. And oh my god, Zoom looks like a badass. And he is a badass. It doesn't hurt that they've got Tony Todd, obviously, who did the voice for Candyman, doing his voice. Just add that extra layer of just creepiness to it. He looks great. And the fight between him and the Flash was great. Really looking forward to what they're going to do with that. Flash, considering it's only in his second season, I think has done insanely well. The first season was incredible. This second season seems to be building on that. Amazing. Arrow. Last week we had the Constantine episode, which was good. Not enough Constantine in it. There should have been more Constantine. I want more Constantine. I wanted more Constantine when the series got cancelled, and now that he's come back a bit, I want him back more. And Matt Ryan's amazing Constantine. He seems to fit quite well in that world. So here's hoping. Do you know what I mean? That they end up bringing him back. Maybe not as a full-time member, but like that dips in and out like some of their other characters that they have. So I hope that happens. This week in Arrow, what happened this week in Arrow? Oh, the return of Ray Palmer, the Atom, Brandon Routh, Superman, who is awesome in that film. I was speaking to a friend of mine about it and how he didn't really, in Superman Returns, I really enjoy Superman Returns. I'm a huge Superman geek. So I love, there you go, a bit Kryptonian there, obviously standard Superman there. Nightwing there. So I love Superman, and I really enjoyed Superman Returns. I know everyone has problems with it, but the way I see it is like this. When it comes to comic book films and reboots and whatnot, and everyone's like, oh, that's not how a character would be, that's not this, that's not that. In the comics, they played out every different possible version of that character, so how can you say that's not the character? Everyone had problems in Man of Steel that he killed General Zod. Oh, Superman wouldn't kill. Well, if you read the comics like I do, he's killed a number of times due to necessity. So, I don't get behind this whole let's hate on something just because it's not exactly the way we see it in our head. Everyone's going to see comic book movies differently. Everyone's going to see a character differently. And so I welcome them all, really. I just watched Ant-Man yesterday and really, really enjoyed it. And now I'm more of a DC than a Marvel guy, but I still really enjoyed Ant-Man. Paul Rudd was great. And it's like we're in this golden age of superhero everything at the moment. So the people that complain that it's not their particular version of that character, it's never going to be unless you make that film. So that's my advice. If you think you can do better, if you think you know that character, if you think you know Superman, if you think you know Batman, hey man, go ahead, make it, write that script, get it made. Otherwise, just sit back, relax, watch a film. Look, it's Superman. Look, it's Batman. Let's just watch it and enjoy it. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, Superman Returns, I enjoyed Superman Returns. I don't think Brandon Routh got to be the actor that he actually is. I think, he was too busy trying to play Christopher Reeve, which is, respectful and everything, but unnecessary at the end of the day. I think they should have gone a different way with that film, but they didn't. But I don't think it shows Brandon Routh as good as he is. Whereas in Atom, whereas when he plays the Atom, there you go, you see all the different sides to him, and I think he's a really good actor, and he brings, especially last season, he brought the level of he lightened the whole of Arrow up a little bit. It's been quite dark for a number of seasons, and then when the Flash started, and there's a lot of jokes and stuff, and it's quite light. It made Arrow look even darker. So I think adding Ray Palmer and how he is and Felicity in the last season kind of helped lift that up a bit. This season though is totally different. Oliver Queen's not such a miserable guy. So he seems to have chilled out a lot, and it makes a difference in the series. It lightens it up enough that you can really get into the characters a little bit more. I think anyway. I mean, everything I say here is just my personal opinion. If you have a different opinion, please by all means, throw it in the comments. I'll talk geeky stuff with anyone forever, right? Even if you disagree with me, because there's plenty of people out there that's going to disagree with me with a number of things. That's cool. We're all entitled to our own opinion. It's all good. But let's talk about it, because, that's fun. Supergirl. I haven't had a chance to watch a last episode of Supergirl. It's good. I don't think it's on the level of Arrow and Flash, or even Gotham. I think it suffers from trying to do film CGI on a TV budget, and some of the CG looks a bit ropey. I think it's tough to get a new character like that off the ground, excuse the pun, when it's such a big character, you know, like Arrow, Green Arrow, you know. Okay, the Flash was pretty big, but was building on the Green Arrow and was brought in by Green Arrow, whereas Supergirl's a pretty big character in the DCU. So, and it's not been done for a long time, you know. It's not been done since the 80s and Helen Slater, and they're trying to push it as a female superhero TV show, which I think, you know, right on. Let's have more of that. You know, I'm looking forward to Batman v Superman, bringing in Wonder Woman and having, you know, that's what we need. A bit of variety out there as well. So I think, you know, they're still just, they're finding their feet with it. I've enjoyed the first few episodes that I've watched. I've seen the first and second. I've got the third one to watch. It'll get there. I think it definitely will get there. It's just, it's not picked up for me as quickly as some of the others have. And that's got nothing to do with the fact that it's about a girl at all. Because I think Supergirl as a character is ace. If you read the comics at all, she's an amazing character, and technically, when you pull it apart, technically stronger than Superman. But I'll get into that another day. Gotham, first series of Gotham I watched, got very, very, very bored with, but then it kind of picked up at the beginning of season 2. I think it's had a couple of lulls, but it's interesting enough to keep me watching. So that's all I'm going to say about Gotham. What else? What else has been going on? I've had a few. I think that's for me and geek stuff this week. That's about it, really. Obviously, you've seen some of my unboxing videos of the geeky stuff that I get. If you haven't, they'll be, you know, here. So please check them out and subscribe. Definitely subscribe to my channel. Apart from that, is there anything else going on? No, I think that's it for Geeky Weekly Roundup. It's quite hard to say if you're trying to say it over and over again. So, I'll come back to you next week. I will think of a specific thing, or if you can think of something that you want me to discuss, like there's a certain character you want me to talk about, or my take on a certain particular film, or anything geeky, just throw it in the comments and I'll do my best to bring it up next week. This is the first one, so I figured, you know what, I'll just tell you what I've watched, pretty much, and tell you what I thought about it, and sidetrack onto Superman, because there's a good chance that's going to happen a lot, as you can tell from the opening. But until then, have a good week, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon, guys.